Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the vlog. Welcome back to Vlogmas Day 4. I thought it would be fun to start out today doing like a little bit of a get ready with me, chit chat, get ready situation. I'm going to do my skincare, my hair, and my makeup all very, very, very simply while I talk to you about like what's going on today. I have to work from home today. We're getting our windows replaced eventually. It's like a long process, but like our windows and our screens. And so someone has to come and replace, like measure everything today to like make sure they have like all the right stuff. So someone needs to be home. So that's me. So I'm just going to work from home today. Normally on Fridays, I like to work from the office because it's like an admin day and I just have an easier time focusing on kind of logistic style tasks if I'm in an office environment. I mentioned maybe on Wednesday that I'm very location oriented. I think like generally I think of like working at home as more creative tasks or like if I need to write or kind of mindless tasks, like things that are just kind of repetitive and I can like maybe put on a movie or something while I do them. Coffee shops are generally more creative, like writing, and then office is more logistics. Like for some reason it just activates that part of my brain, like maybe it's like muscle memory, like Pavlov's dog or something. Like I'm just trained myself to respond in those ways. But yeah, so that's that. Other things, I am supposed to start chapter 7 or chapter 8 today, and I went through what I've already written for chapter 8. And we're pretty much done. I think maybe I want to write one more essay or one more poem for that chapter, but I think we're done, which is great. I think it makes sense because both 7 and 8 I had a ton written for because I am a 7 wing 8, so most of my writing is kind of about those two types anyway, or from that perspective, because that's my perspective. So that makes sense. So yeah. That's great news. That means all I have left is chapter 9 and like introduction, conclusion, layout, all of that stuff. Skincare is done, but now I have to decide if I want to do my hair or my makeup next. Let's do hair so my skincare can soak in. I'm kind of liking my hair like this, like kind of messy with these little guys. So I think I'm just going to dry shampoo and like floof it up. This bun is not right, but maybe if I'll do for now. Also, people coming to our house and me working from home means that I have to be dressed like in my own house, which is just, I mean, not my preference. If I'm home, I want to be in like pajamas. And just so you know, this is the Benefit Gimme Brow Gel. The packaging's already like, the label's already worn off, so I don't know what the color is, but you know, it's the redhead one. I bounce back and forth between this one, the Glossier Boy Brow, the How to Be a Redhead Finally Have Brows, and the Damone Roberts Brow Gel. I like all of them for different reasons. This one I think thickens my brows up in a way that I really appreciate. The Finally Have Brows stays put. So if I'm traveling or if I'm flying, I will use that one because my eyebrows do not move and it doesn't like fade off. So that's that. I'm also trying out this is the second day I've used it, Versed Silk Slip Tinted Lip Oil in the shade Fig. I'm always trying to talk to you on putting lip stuff on my lips. But yeah, I think it's kind of subtle. At least it was yesterday. I think I might have put it on a little bit thicker today. But that's it. That's all I'm doing to get ready. We'll put us in some better lighting and here. That's the whole vibe. The end. We're done. Okay, also, I feel like I always need to tell you where I get things. So this little thing, matching set, is from Old Navy. This is from Anthropologie via Nuuly. Now let's open up day 22. Yeah, day 22 of the Advent calendar. Dun, dun. Oh, this would have been fun to open before I put lip stuff on. Here's the thing that I'm doing this year differently. Last year, I hoarded all the stuff I got out of this calendar and didn't use it until, like, some of it I still haven't even used because I was like putting it away for travel and obviously didn't travel until recently. But this year I'm just using it all right away. I'm like, as soon as I can, I'm gonna use it. So this is what I got, the Winky Lux pH Balance Lip Balm. I actually already own this, like the full size, and love it. So I'll probably put this in my travel bag because this would actually be really nice to have, particularly like traveling because your lips get really dry, and with masks right now, I'm like not into wearing lipstick. But it's nice to have, but like when you take your mask off, you want to like look hydrated. Look at this little bottle. Oh my God, it's like a little, oh, that's cute. I have the balm, I don't have the gloss. That's cute. This is gonna be on here for a bit, but maybe we'll try it later. So now we are about to get set up to work from home. I'm gonna just do like a cozy couch day, and the number one thing I need to do, or the thing I need to do first, this is not a high priority, but it's like a thing that needs to get done. Like it's on more of a time crunch, is the thumbnail for today's Vlogmas video. So I want to create that thumbnail, upload it, create the story graphic for it to promote it on Instagram. That's kind of how I've been structuring my time with Vlogmas, is that at night I edit it and upload it, and then in the morning I create the thumbnail and the promo graphic and do keywords and cards and all that kind of stuff that needs to happen. But we need to set some cozy vibes first. I'm gonna light some candles and then we'll get started. Hello friends, happy Monday. I hope your weekend treated you well. Today is another Author's Corner check-in where I update you on what the heck is going on behind the scenes. So grab yourself a coffee or a cup of tea and let's catch up. Starting with today's Rosebud and Thorn. Hello. So I just spent the last little bit recording podcasts for next week, recording most of the ads for next year. We're getting those like settled up. I think I have 2 more ads to record because the stuff's not here yet for me to try and like vet. But I also want to do trip prep for Portland, because here's the thing. I have all of this stuff in my brain that I'm like, I want to do this before we go. I need to do this before we go. I want to do that before we go. And I haven't written it down anywhere. So I just need to brain dump everything that feels urgent or like needs to get done. Whether I do it or not, it's just like getting it out of my head will help me to see what my priorities are and like where I need to put my attention. So I'm going to do that. I'll probably just go ahead and do that now, kind of brain dump, you know, things I want to do. And then we'll have a better sense of like where we're at in terms of time. I was going to wait to do planning the week until after lunch with my afternoon coffee, just because that sounded nice to me. So I might be able to just go ahead and do some trip prep now after I make my little list. I can maybe do some things. We'll find out. I made my list. I think I'm just gonna rest for like 30 minutes before they get here. I'm feeling a little bit like physically off, like something's not right. I took some headache medicine, and I'm gonna eat these blueberries. I'm way ahead of my water intake for the day. So I usually, my first thought is like drink water. I'm way ahead of my water intake for today. So I'm just gonna eat some blueberries, see how that makes me feel. And then I'll have lunch after they leave. So we're just gonna rest because that's what we can. Yeah, that's what we do. So the window guy called and said he's gonna be late. So I'm gonna make some lunch now. I have leftovers from yesterday, but I don't know. I got a salad yesterday, and salad leftovers just don't age well. Like it doesn't look good. But I hate wasting food, and I don't want to like throw a bunch of food away when we go to Portland. So I'm gonna taste it and just see if it's I think I could eat it. I think it's fine. Favorite thing I've ever eaten in my life, but like I won't even remember it tomorrow. So I'm just gonna eat that salad for lunch, and then I'll see you in a bit. I'm ready for afternoon coffee, and then I think it would be a good time for us to do our card pull before I get back into a little bit of work. What do you say? Let's do it. Okay. Let's go here. Hello. Still hits. So if you missed yesterday's vlog, I'm pulling a card for us every day and we're going to talk about it. Today is the Animal Spirit deck from the Wild Unknown. I feel like this deck was like really trendy back in like 2016 maybe, but I still really like it. Yeah, So I'll pull a card for all of us. I'll tell you what comes up for me, and then you can tell me what comes up for you if you want. Ooh, dragon. Dragon, seeing one's most true self, balancing the ego. The dragon sees everything. Its essence has been with us since before our first breath and will be there at our last. It watches us navigate the external world as well as our inner world. When dragon energy is awakened, we are courageous, visionary, and can easily drop into witness consciousness. It is almost as if we are traveling with a great friend inside of ourselves. When we look in the mirror, deep into our eyes, we may even glimpse the self behind the self, the one who is watching us. This is the power of the dragon, breathing transformation fire into every cell of our bodies. Witnessing this omnipotent energy, even for a brief moment, helps us surrender and let go. We let the dragon guide us, we hop on its back for a ride, and as we traverse even the most difficult terrain, the dragon's eyes see beauty everywhere. It is said that if a yogi does not see beauty in the world, their agni is dim. Agni is described as inner fire or sacred intelligence. May even just the mention of the dragon stir the embers of intelligence within you. The subtle energy of the dragon lives at the navel center in the Manipura chakra. Manipura translates to the city of hidden gems, and behind its gates burns the fire of our transformation and digestion. The sages believe health of the fire at the navel center is what governs our ability to clearly see both the inner and outer dimensions. So this actually reminds me a lot of the Enneagram, the idea of like the self behind the self. And like the Enneagram is kind of the outer self, the persona that we portray to the world. It's who we thought we had to be. And then there's like a truer self beneath that the Enneagram persona is kind of trying to protect or guard against outside stimuli or rejection or fear, fear of loss, things like that. And so the dragon kind of reminds me of the part of us that's able to witness the character that we play in order to be who we think we need to be in the world versus the truest, most intimate version of ourselves that sometimes only we get to see, and kind of help. And the Enneagram really helps us to expand our definition of self outside of that one little persona that we think we have to play. So that's cool. I think for me personally right now, I talked about this on the podcast. It's going to go up on Monday, but I am thinking a lot about way that childhood trauma impacts your brain and how sometimes that's not really, it's not a choice that you make. It just is what happens. And so sometimes things will make you sad that you feel like shouldn't make you sad, or things will make you scared that you feel like shouldn't make you scared. But the reality is that they do, whether you want that to be the case or not. And so when I think about me and the Enneagram persona, right, like that external self believes that like my ultimate purpose is to be positive and joyful and satisfied at all times and to feel good. And so when things don't feel good, or when I can't feel good, sometimes there can be a rejection of the things that make me, that aren't feeling good, or a rejection of self if I feel like I should be able to be happy in this moment. So yeah, this feels like a good reminder to take care of my inner child, to pour love into that space, and to allow for a wider range of emotions. But I would love to know what that brings up for you as well. Let me know in the comments below if you're up for sharing. And that brings us to the part of the day I'm going to plan out next week. I need to think about what tasks I'm going to do while we're in Portland, what I think is even feasible in terms of work while we're in Portland, because we only have 3 full days there, and I want to make sure I'm balancing. Like, I can't take off necessarily, but I do want to lower my expectations so that I can be present with the experience that we're having, because I'm ahead of schedule. So I have that flexibility to do that. Yeah. All right, friends, let's get you planning. Hi, it is much later, like, I don't know how many hours later, several hours later. It's 5 p.m. I didn't end up planning the week. My headache that was kind of coming on came full on, hit me hard, took me out. Obi came home around 3, got me some medicine, some food, feeling much better now. But that was a rough go. And I realized that I don't really think I need to plan out next week, actually, because we're going to be traveling and it's just not going to be plannable. I kind of have like a general idea. I know what I need to do. I don't think I need to like structure it out or anything, so I'm not going to do that. We need to figure out dinner, and then we have a friend's birthday party that we're going to around 8, so I'll get ready for that. Before we go do those things, I'm going to spend some time with myself. Yeah. Okay, I'm going out after dark. Who'd have thought? Never thought the day would come again. But we're gonna try the Winky Lux pH gloss that I got this morning in the thing. I can't tell. Can you tell? Maybe it takes a second. Who knows?
I'm gonna give us some other table.